I've seen a lot of reviews praising this monitor. I was interested specifically for usage with Sony cameras. So what interested me the most was essentially the application control for the Sony app, to see if I could finally have tracking autofocus that appears and is identifiable on the monitor. Because when you connect the Sony camera with an external monitor, even though if you have camera control, you can't see the tracking box, whereas with other brands you maybe can do that. The Sony HDMI out is essentially a clean out. You have an option to show the overlay controls of the camera, but that essentially blacks out the back screen and you have no touch control even though the monitor is capable of camera control. So I was wondering, this is supposed to be an Android monitor, so you have Android apps. So you can use Sony's camera app, which is called Monitor and Control. Could I use it essentially as an extension of the smaller screen, but with regular usage like I would do on the smaller screen? Whilst you can do that, I think in the end I wasn't really happy with the image quality. We're in the monitor's main app, which is the monitoring app essentially. The image is really nice. You have camera control obviously if you click this button. So right now it's tracking there, but I can't see it on the monitor. I can see it on the camera screen. So I have no clue where I'm tracking. I constantly need to be looking at the monitor for that. Also, this stands for face tracking as well. I have no idea what's tracking, which for me kind of defeats the purpose of having an external larger monitor if I constantly need to be looking at the small screen and then the larger monitor. I was thinking, maybe Sony's app is gonna be nice and I can finally have an external monitor with proper camera control. I've got the app right here. Now you can see, because it has already opened the main monitoring app, it can't be recognized. So I need to close that, close everything and open it again and connect. Okay, so this is Sony's app. First look, it looks amazing. You have all your controls. If you click here, you can change your shutter, your ISO, etc. You click and instantly you have the tracking box, which is amazing. This is what I was looking for. But when you begin panning, when you begin to see movement, that's when everything gets a bit not ideal. For my usage, at least. I can see this being amazing for podcasts, for a tripod camera, interviews, corporate videos, cases where the camera is gonna be essentially still and not move. This is also nice for YouTube videos where you want to be able to see, is your face being tracked while doing a talking head to the camera. You can connect it to the monitor facing you and you can see that you have eye tracking, for example. But for me, I do weddings, I do events, fast-paced motion, stuff like that. I immediately did not like what I was looking at. It was choppy, it looked like it was laggy, it had frame skipping, and for me this doesn't work at all. This is the main reason that I bought this monitor for, and unfortunately it wasn't working for me. I'm still gonna keep it because it's a really nice monitor to have. It has a nice image, the colors are really nice, it's a nice screen, but it's not without some less than ideal features, in my opinion. A lot of these features are of course gonna be minor for a lot of people, but it's just some features that I find important. For example, I'm gonna exit this and go back to the monitor app. The good thing is that whatever you have open, this app bypasses everything and immediately starts working. So that's nice. The rule of thirds, I don't like the white color. I wish it had black, or at least give me a thinner size. A feature I found a bit strange is when you're supposed to update, you have to back up your monitor. There's a calibration LUT specifically for this monitor. And if you don't back it up, you could potentially lose your calibration LUT, which I'm not sure if I did because I should have watched the full tutorial. But it's a strange quirk nevertheless. I don't think it's ideal for a monitor to lose their calibration LUT in case you update it. I'm not sure if I did, because if I go to calibration and click here, I do have an option to select this LUT. I don't know if it's the specific calibration LUT for this monitor or if it's something else, but that's what the manufacturer states in their tutorial, that it's best to back up everything so you don't lose that LUT. So this is a TV I have connected to my main YouTube camera, which is the Canon C200. And this is how it should be from Sony. I should be able to see the tracking box on my face, the eye tracking, etc. Unfortunately, Sony doesn't let you do that. I hope they bring an update to change this because it's really super annoying. I'm gonna put the monitor and control up again, and it doesn't open again because it wants you to close everything and open it fresh. Connect. So you can see from the pink box that I now have eye tracking. Depending on your usage, this could be amazing. For me, it's just a bit too choppy, a bit too laggy. Hopefully in the future, Sony adds HDMI overlay options for all future cameras. Okay, so thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.